No need to look any further, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation for all your latest sport reports across the nation. So don't change your channel, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation. So don't change your channel, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation for all your latest sport reports across the nation. No need to look any further, you chose the right station.
Fighting!
Mr. Cowboy Nation.
Blue corner.
You chose the right station. Mr. Cowboy Nation. Mr. Cowboy Nation.
Weighing in at a slim trio 195 pounds. Hailing from Memphis, Tennessee. He is the reigning, defending heavyweight champion of the world. Stand to your feet and acknowledge him, the Black Nature Boy.
I don't need no mic, baby. Yeah, coming in hot.
Cowboy Nation.
One more time for the people in the back, though.
Nation.
Yeah, how y'all feeling this evening? Y'all know how I'm feeling. Y'all know how I'm feeling. So let's get to it. Let's go ahead and get to it. Welcome to the latest episode of Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation. I am your host, Mr. Cowboy Nation, and I'm in a great mood this evening. We gonna get into it here shortly. Yeah, so Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation is brought to you by Snap Pick Productions, right? YouTube page, Mr. Cowboy Nation, IG _ Mr. Cowboy Nation, Facebook, Jerome, Mr. Cowboy Nation McNeary, Facebook page dedicated to the show, Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation. Speaking of that, I haven't put this episode on that page yet, so cool. While we talking and chopping it up, let me go ahead and boom, there it is. So if you follow the Let's Talk Football Mr. Cowboy Nation page, this episode has just been shared over there, right? So wherever you at, wherever you know want to tune in, live chat, got the live chat right here. My boy Joe in here going crazy. What's up, Joe? My boy Joe in here going crazy. I done paused the video. I don't even know who said what no more. Can we go live? Try to get live on the video. There we go. We good. All right, so now I'm following the show. Cash App donations. You're going to see my producer put the Cash App tag right there on the front desk. Can you dig it? Anything you willing to share is fine with us. We cool. Ain't no pressure, right? So I'm going to bring the call in number back because I don't know why. I feel like I'm going to need it this year for some reason. But anyway, I'm going to bring the call back. Call back number will be back next week. You have my word. So, available platforms, right? You can get us pretty much anywhere you get your podcasts. My personal favorite is Spotify. So, you go on Spotify, you search Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation. And the reason you search that way is because there's a lot of Let's Talk Footballs. But there's only one Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation. Can you dig it? All right, let me quit playing with y'all, man. Get y'all who y'all came to see. Hey, I need to buckle up, man. I might cross the line this. Yeah, Petty might cross the line this time, but it is what it is. Y'all know ain't nobody safe. Y'all know ain't nobody safe here, right? All right, so cool. As long as we got to understand ain't nobody safe, we gonna be all right. All right, let's start off with the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals, y'all come on down, bro. What, 28 to 7? 28 to 7? 28 to 7. Giants, I thought y'all was finna get shut out again. Right, so 28 to 7, bro. You lost? Oh my, Arizona. Oh my. And I'm talking, I hope we don't go down there and lay an egg, but wherever we playing, I hope we don't lay an egg, but I doubt it. I highly doubt we lay egg. This might be a whole bunch to a little, man. Like, golly, 28 to 7? And you lost? How you do that? Like, I watched the game and still don't know how they blew the 28 to 7. Like, dude, how did you do this? But anyway, Arizona, I guess welcome to being, welcome to sucking, I guess. Like we all know y'all gonna be trash. Right, so, yeah, we were saying they was tanking. They was tanking for the number one pick. And that sure looked like it. That's exactly what's going on. They in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes or the Shadur Sanders sweepstakes maybe. They trying to pull something off, but that was terrible. All right, Arizona, come on down here. Blowing 287 leads. Come on down here. I'll take a second to answer the Arizona Cardinals. All right, let's get to it, man. And speaking of blowing massive leads, Denver Broncos. Yeah, y'all in town. Y'all come on down here too. Alright, so I'm watching these games, right? I'm like, dang, the Giants and the Commanders getting stomped. Woo! Boy, I can't wait for wins. Both of them getting stomped, and lo and behold, both of them came. I said, dude, how, Sway? How? Now, in Denver's defense, it was pass interference on the 2-point conversion. It was pass interference. But they didn't call it and get lost, so that you blew the lead. Come on down here and see, man. Come on. And by the way, this Randy Gregory in this picture. It's Randy Gregory sitting on the ground. With a flag beside him. You notice there's a flag beside him. Pull it up, DJ. Look. If you notice, there's a flag right beside Randy Gregory. That's what he do. He did that oh so well for us. All right, next. Next. Jay Norvell, coach of Colorado State, needs you. Yeah, you come on down here and see me, sir. We got to have a word with you. Sir. First of all, I don't understand how mamas got brought into a damn football game. I really don't. I don't understand. Like my mom taught me, bro, we playing football. What your mama teach you about football? Your mom taught you how to play football? Like, what's your mama got to do with a football game, man? Just so extra all over the top. Had his players playing dirty. Like the hit on Travis Hunter was dirty. The hit on Shadur Sanders in overtime trying to put him out was dirty. They were playing dirty all game. And that dirty play eventually cost them the game because the refs started flagging them. And God don't like ugly. Jay Norvell. God don't like ugly. He don't like ugly. You mess around and found almost said something. You mess around and found that. Yeah, the more you mess around, the more you find out. But God don't like ugly, man. Just like, well, how we get to talking about mamas? Like, how Deion Sanders' mama end up in the locker room? How do we end up here? Like, how do we end up with Deion Sanders' mama in the locker room giving a post-game speech? Like, this is going too far, dude. Can we keep the mamas out of football, please? Like, just play football. Go about it another way. Like, you did all that and blew the game. Because at the end of the day, you knew you were less of a team. Let's just put it out there. Let me just tell the truth on this. At the end of the day, you knew you were the lesser team. Right? So that's why you did what you did to Travis Hunter. Because you knew you were the lesser team. And you must really got scared in one of them overtime. I don't know if that was for the first or the second overtime when you had Kamara put that hit on. You knew Kamara was going to be ejected. But you thought Shadur wasn't going to survive the hit. So you deserve everything that you got. Couldn't happen to a nice guy. Come on down here, Jay Norvell. Come see me. And if you want to beat Deion, get better players. Try getting better players next year. Try to get you try a little bit harder. Maybe you should wear some hat and shades to recruit. Maybe you can learn a thing or two from Mr. Prime. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right. So next, I gotta go here because if there are any Dak haters and if there's any Dak haters watching, you probably not gonna like this next one because it's gonna end up about Dak. But anywho, without further ado, I got a guy that don't come over here often, so it's a big deal, right? It's a big deal when he comes. This is first time coming over since the thing, right? So. Without further ado, call my boy down to Sean happy end in Washington. Deshaun happy end in Washington. Come on down here and see me, bro. Deshaun, what the hell? You single-handedly gave Pittsburgh a win. You single-handedly robbed me of an opportunity to troll Pittsburgh. Like, had him. Oh, my God. When he wasn't throwing pick sixes, when he wasn't fumbling for scooping scores, he was grabbing defenders by the face mask and throwing them down on 3rd and long, right? So, like, so many bad plays in so many bad situations, dude. It was just like, bruh, what are you doing? Right? So, and I know there was a lot of people that put Deshaun Watson over Dak, right? And me being one of them. But, and I'm going to get to that. I'm really getting ahead of the show, but we're going to talk about Dak and Deshaun here a little later. But it seems to me, you know, we need to revisit that conversation. Yes and no. So it seems to me we need to revisit that conversation of Dak Prescott and Deshaun Watson. Seems like to me we need to revisit this conversation about Dak Prescott and a lot of people. Yeah, okay, cool. It's in there already. Yeah, it seems like we need to talk about Dak and a lot of people, man. You know what I'm saying? So, because, you know, we've been putting this person over Dak, that person over Dak, you know. But we'll get to that a little later. All right, so, last but not least, Deshaun happy end and Watson. Come on down, say goodbye to the people. No, not him. Say him. I got him. I got some special for him. All right, son, happy ending. Y'all, yeah. Stay away from the song parlors, my boy. Maybe you should be in the film room. All right, let me quit. All right, this last person. My boy Joe said Cleveland needs to get that money back. Man, he grand larceny, ain't he? Ain't he robbing them, Joe? Ain't he robbing them? All right, so this last person is a so-called NFL analyst. At this point, I'm going to put self-proclaimed in front of his self-proclaimed NFL. I know he played. But self-proclaimed, they paid this dude to get on the air and just hate on the Cowboys, to say stupid stuff about the Cowboys. Like, Boss Scott, come on down here. See the people. Now, let me tell y'all what Boss Scott said. And what matter of fact, I'm going to look these stats up while I'm telling y'all what Boss Scott said, right? So, Boss Scott is a paid Cowboy hater, you know. He's paid to be a Cowboy hater on television. So, he's one of the guys that just say stupid stuff about Dallas to get a rise out of us, right? So, that guy, him, he's one of them. All right, so, bold predictions, right? Bold predictions about the Jets Cowboys game. This genius says, and I quote, my bold prediction for Jets is Jets Cowboys. The Jets will run for 200 yards on the Dallas Cowboys. I understand you got Michael. I gotta do the voice. I understand you got Michael Parsons, but he's a 250-pound man. And I see a 250-pound man line up over my God. I'm running right at him. You should run right at him. You can't run away from him, see? Because his athleticism will allow him to run the play. Boy, Scott, wipe your mouth and shut up. You big dummy. So what really happened, right? What really happened? Boss Scott said you should run the ball at Michael Parsons. If they line Michael Parsons up over your guard, you should run the ball directly at Michael Parsons. And what happened? The more you mess around, the more you find out. Like I said, right? So the Jets rushed for a grand total of 64 yards. That's for the whole game. Oh, my God. Yeah, hit him again, DJ. 64 yards for the whole game. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's a long way from 200. That's a long way from 200, my boy. So, Boss Scott, from this point forward, you will now be referred to as a self-proclaimed NFL analyst because you ain't saying nothing right. You just one of the guys that they pay to say stupid stuff about the Cowboys. I'm convinced about that because nobody in their right mind saw that front Sunday night was thinking with no passing game, you're going to be able to run for 200 yards on that front knowing you can't pass it with those corners on the back end. and Michael Parsons playing 200. You didn't believe that yourself, Boshcott. You didn't believe that yourself. You didn't. You didn't. So I'm convinced you just a guy they got on TV to say stupid stuff about Dallas and get a rise out, because you don't believe. Ain't no way in hell you believe that. Ain't no way in hell you believe that. Right, so, yeah, whatever. That's what I say about the fake narratives, man. Y'all can't believe it. Like they say, don't believe everything you read on the internet. Don't believe everything you see on ESPN. Right, some of this stuff is just to get a rise out of us. All right, so, that's it. That's it for this. I done got pissed off. I'm sorry. You'll go get a break from my sponsor. Okay, we'll get a word from my sponsor and get myself back together. I'll see y'all in a minute.
Introducing SnapX Podcast Network. Give your voice a platform through podcasting. If you're thinking about starting a podcast or already have one, let us help you. Contact us when you're ready at www.snapxpodcast.com. That's www.snapxpodcast.com. The SnapX Podcast Network.
I'm in this comment section. Yeah, you ain't lying, Donald. Donald Wooten Harvey said he's an idiot. Like, certifiable. Real life dummy. I'm like, and you play football, so you know better. And you was a great defensive player. You know better than what you said. You know that was trash you was telling the people. You know, one way in hell, them people gonna work for no 200 yards on that front. That just shut somebody out for Pete's sake. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Right? You know you lying, right? Donna said he want to be gone in 60 seconds. Her line. Well, David Curry, Big Shaq, what to do, man? If you want to run a game to be effective against our run D, right now, just pray for first team not on the field, man. Yeah, but dude, Big Mozzie, like a lot of y'all gave them flack about the Mozzie pick first round. But you see how Digazua is killing. You see how Michael Parsons. Did you see what Michael Parsons abused their left tackle at the end of the game? He went all the way up down the line, whooping everybody on the line. Then he saved the left tackle for last. I'm gonna whoop you at the end. Right? Right, so that's Mozzie Smith and Jonathan Hankins sucking up blocks. Like, you have to double and triple these big dudes. They plug in the middle. So that, and then you already can't game plan for Parsons because Dan moves them, right? So it's ugly. It's ugly. And that's why I don't understand why the hell Bob Scott said what he said. But, you know, we not already addressed that. But yeah, but that Mozzie and Jonathan Hankins, that is the reason you see the one-on-ones, guys getting to the QB in 1.5 seconds, right? So because you have to double them. So, and we too deep. Somebody gonna be the one-on-one, right? So, yeah, good luck with that one. All right, so Donna said, and then crowd. I'm talking about the land crowd. Hey, that's one of the coldest celebrations. Like, I like the one he did when he sacked Daniel Jones. So, say the best for last. Yeah. So one of the last times I seen an Alabama defender get destroyed one-on-one like that. Right? So, look. I don't know if it's Coach Prime, but I'm going to say this. Since Coach Prime been doing this thing, Alabama been, right? Just look at it. Like in Jackson State, him in Jackson State last year, Alabama, you know, couldn't quite get past Georgia, right? So, you know what I'm saying? So, is it it for Nick? Like, do Nick need to sit down? What's going on? Like, this ain't the Alabama we used to. Clearly. It's clearly not the Alabama we used to. So, yeah, buddy. Might be an end of an era. In Alabama. It's what it's looking like to me. Looking like it's the end of an era in Alabama. So, that's why I picked that clip, right? So, my boy Joe said, Parsons throwing around grown men like Crash. I promise. Just, dude. My boy Dave Curry said he hate Alabama. Yeah, well, you loving this then, because It's I think this is the beginning. That play signifies the beginning of the end for Alabama. In my opinion, I don't think Alabama will be the Alabama we used to seeing. All right, so at this time, I would like to take this time to acknowledge some young gentlemen who performed very, very well and balled out this weekend, right? Yeah, let's do that. Let me get that ball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'd got that punched out. That took me too long to cup that in. All right, so I'm about to start calling this Donna said it's about time for Bama to crash him. Yeah, I think it's about that time, baby girl. I think we coming to the end of the era. So I'm about to rename this segment the Shedeur Sanders and Michael Penix Jr. Invitational, because they on here every week. They on here every week. So Shedeur Sanders from Colorado, Michael Penix Jr. in Washington went for 473 and 4 touchdowns. I know the 4 touchdowns came in the first half. I want to say a large part of the 473, if not all of the 473, came in the first half as well, and they probably pulled them because they was just beating the clothes off somebody, right? So, but Michael Penix Jr. is the true quarterback for Washington. Maybe get a chance to check that kid out. I'm telling you, it's a thing of beauty. So, Michael Penix Jr., Shedeur Sanders, Alex Highsmith for the Pittsburgh Steelers. See, Pittsburgh, I can't be objective. I know they interviewed Watt, but Highsmith was the MVP of that game, right? So, over here, Alex Highsmith was the player of the game. So, I'm acknowledging Alex Highsmith. Devontae Smith for the Eagles. What the hell? I got Roll Tide. Yeah, that time. Hey, y'all had a good run, bro, but it about over. Y'all had a good run, my boy, but it about over. Yeah, we coming to the end of the road like boys and men, man. So, is this right? The hell? Daniel Jones of the Giants? I would never thought I would see that. But Daniel Jones of the Giants got a game ball. I guess he bought. He had over 300 some yards. Good. Let me quit playing. It was a good comeback win by the Giants. Daniel Jones showed why they paid him $40 million. You know, it was the Cardinals, but it was a huge comeback win. Daniel Jones balled out, so he gets a game ball. Christian McCaffrey of the 49ers is straight balling. I'm still mad that Carolina traded him over there because now we got hell out of San Fran. But Christian McCaffrey of the San Francisco 49ers. And my dog, Sedarius C.D. Lamb, you know what I'm saying? And the whole Dallas Cowboy defense. I can't even just say Michael Parsons. I can't even say just starting 11 because we running goons in and out left and right. So, woo! So, the whole Dallas Cowboy defense get one of these here. These ain't why I'm shooting these people out. Hit that beat for your boy, man.
He can't see my eyes unless my head is bent. You dig?
Yeah, them boy balled out, man. Derek Robinson. I'm sorry for mentioning your name on my boy. It's over, baby. It's over, baby. Hey, I respect you for being a loyal rider, die hard fan, but Miss Cowboy Nation ain't here to tell you no BS, man. I gotta keep it a buck, right? even when I'm talking about the Cowboys, I keep it a buck. It's over, man. The run over. At least not this year. Now y'all may get a good recruiting class next year. Y'all may be right back in, right? Y'all just one recruiting class away, I really think. But this ain't the year, my boy. This gonna be a long one for you. All right, so my boy T McCoy in here. What's up, man? What's going on, bro? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing my thing, man. Trying to do a little something. Yeah, don't you like that Ric Flair? My boy Dave Curry said roll over tide. Oh yeah, y'all rebuilding, my boy. It's a wrap. Y'all got. But I think Saban to figure it out though. Saban to get him a nice recruiting class in there. Alabama be right back in the thick of things. All right, so question of the day: And I alluded to this earlier. Question of the day. Has Dak Prescott surpassed Deshaun Watson in the quarterback hierarchy, right? Right here, right now, today. If you had to pick based on this season, what you saying out of 2 games, if you had to, I'm not talking about last year. I'm not talking about what they're going to be in a year because we don't know. What we know is what we saying out the last 2 weeks out of these 2 QBs. Deshaun Watson or Dak Prescott, who you taking? Now, if you'd asked me this question 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Deshaun Watson, hands down. I'm taking Deshaun Watson over Dak. Yes. But if you ask me right here, right now, today, it ain't close. It ain't close. It ain't close. Who you taking? If you had to, based on the 2 games today, 2 games this year, Dak Prescott or Deshaun Watson, who you taking? It ain't close. It shouldn't even be up for debate. You know what I mean? It's Dak all day. Ray Charles will pick Dak. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even close, right? So just the maturity that Dak plays with, staying within the scheme, right? Mike has been brilliant in his ear, right? So Dak looks like an elite QB, right? So yeah, to me, yes he has. Terrence said yes he has. My boy Dave said Dak hands down. You know what I'm saying? So Terrence, Terrence said, I'm taking Dak over everybody but Mahomes. And you know what, Terrence? Because Tom Brady, I'm not taking him over Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers led 4 plays, right? So I'm not taking him over Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers falling apart. Tom Brady not there, right? So he done beat all these other guys. He done beat Justin Herbert. He done beat Jalen Hurts, right? So he done beat all these other guys head to head. On somebody he hadn't beaten is Purdy, right? And that's coming week 5. Right? So he done beat all these other guys head to head. So yeah. Mahomes about the only guy he hadn't beat. So I don't know. You might be on to something, Terrence. You might be on to something. Terrence said, what you think about how they was riding Zach Wilson's job when he beat the Bills, but thank you. I am so happy you brought that up. Dak is the second best QB in the NFL. Joe said Dak is the second best QB in the NFL. So it's people that, based on what we seeing now, I'm going. I gotta go Tua. If I'm basing on who the best QB right now, 2 weeks in, best QB is Mahomes. Because if Kadarius Toney had anything look like hands, they'd be 2-0. Right? So that boy dropped everything. Right? So yeah, I'm still going Mahomes, number 1. But Tua, man, like Tua looks good. Right? So I'm going Mahomes 1, Tua 2. And you gotta put Dak in right behind it, right? So, right? I'm just saying, like that's how that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like to me. So yeah, in my opinion, Dak has to pass Deshaun Watson. Yeah, but all right. So, Zach Wilson comment, how he was so gritty and all that. What a way to step in when Aaron Rodgers go down. It showed a lot of maturity from Zach Wilson. Maybe he's ready to get it right. But soon as them Wolves get off him, soon as them Lions get off him, right? How's this Zach Wilson? No. Zach Wilson was good enough to beat the golden boy Josh Allen, wasn't he? Aaron Rodgers had lasted 4 plays, remember? So Zach Wilson played like 99% of that game. Zach Wilson played that game. He was good enough to beat the golden boy Josh Allen, wasn't it? Right? So now they get on the field against the Cowboys and they get destroyed. Now all of a sudden the Jets are nobodies. But they had this Super Bowl caliber defense. They was comparing them to the 85 barrels, and Dak completed at least 10 of his first pass. His first pass, like his first 10, it may have been 15, but it was like an absurd amount. His first passes were all completions, touchdown pass in there with it, shredded. First drive of the game, shredded the defense, 7 points, walked out the field. Right? This the same defense that turned Josh Allen over. Josh Allen threw a turnover party against his defense. Same got Whitehead a $250,000 bonus. He threw so many picks at that boy. Right? He threw so many picks to Whitehead. That man made a $250,000 incentive in his contract. Got a check. Like, that's how bad Josh Allen played against that defense. Dak went in there like C-spot run. Boop, 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 7. Put up a straight 30. Straight 30. It was an honest 30. Defense didn't score. Special teams didn't score. Straight 30 points. On what is supposed to be a Super Bowl caliber defense. All right? But Josh Allen threw a turnover party. My boy David Curry, Big Shaq said it was 13. So first 13 passes completed. One of them being a touchdown. Right? Just boom, boom, boom. Just straight, just walked them up the field like it was nothing. But this is a historically great defense. Like, remember all that hype? You remember that Jabroni Boscott? 200 yards rushing, right? But now, when they get stomped, now it's just the Jets. They know better. I find that interesting. I find it interesting. They were so scrappy, and they were good enough to beat the Bills, though, right? But I'm gonna come back to Dak in a minute. So, Colorado State, Colorado. My take on that. My boy said can't count on Tua, bro. Liable to get. Yeah, I know, man. I know he Humpty Dumpty, right? Sitting on the wall. He Humpty Dumpty sitting on the wall, Jack. But when he look good, when he healthy. Like, they can give anybody work when dude healthy, right? So, I'm based on that. He healthy, I'm going to ride with him. My boy Big Shaq said, how many vehicles we going to need to help bring Michael? Man, you know Jerry Jones got his own Brinks truck. Like, that baby big. He might need about 2-3 of them, though. Because that mic extension going to be very expensive. I mean, I'm gonna get to Michael Parsons in a minute. So let me talk about the Colorado State Colorado game. We're gonna move through these topics. I got a couple other things for them. We're gonna dip on out here, right? So Colorado State, Colorado. What was my overall take of the game, right? And I really, in the previous segment, Jay Novell, I really kind of let the cat out of the bag then, but that's how I felt. I felt like Jay Novell he knew he had an inferior team. So they had to play chippy and dirty in order to even it up a little bit. I'm not with the dirty hits to try to put. If you got to put a player out to beat a team, then to me you admit that you less of a team. So I'm looking at the Jets and the Cowboys Sunday. I saw Trayvon Diggs lock up 1-on-1. Garrett Wilson 1-on-1, no help, lockdown, incomplete pass. I also saw Garrett Wilson cook Gilly for like a 70-yard touchdown too, right? But it's the best on the best. You see what I'm saying? You want to be the best, you lock down the best. You guard the best. Like, this is competition at the end of the day. So you doing that, I feel like you're running from competition. And I feel like I just lost a lot of respect. I didn't have a lot of respect for the way he handled the game, the way he had his players playing, because it was clearly a bounty on Travis Hunter. I don't care what nobody say. That late was so absurdly, the hit was so absurdly late, right? So it was clearly a bounty on Travis Hunter. Clearly, right? So, and it may have been one on Shadur, because that hit on Shadur was old boy tried to take him out. He tried to get Shadur a concussion to get him out the game, right? So I ain't with that. Because the game is dangerous enough without that. You know what I'm saying? So I lost a lot of respect, and I'm so happy that they lost, and I'm more happy that they lost because the dirty play was being called by the officials, and it cost them a key moment. So that made it just beautiful for me to see them lose like that, right? So yeah, I wasn't cool with it, but and the excuse was it's a rivalry game. Like, whatever, dude. Like, Nah, that ain't an excuse to play dirty. It's not. But Colorado got two nice ones coming up, like USC Oregon and USC. So Oregon is next week. I'm gonna look, y'all. Y'all know I keep it a buck, right? Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. If I'm wrong, I'll come on this set next week, say I was wrong. Hell, I even invite myself over the penny. Right. But I ain't gonna say they ain't got no shot against Oregon. I don't. But I'm not picking them to win that game. I don't think they're gonna beat Oregon. I don't. I didn't think they're gonna beat TCU either. But, they beat them. I don't think they're gonna beat Oregon. I don't. My thing is just keep it close. Don't get ran out of the building. Right? Even though I know Travis Hunter ain't there, don't get ran out of the building. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's my thing. Just keep it. If he can keep it close, I'd be cool with a close loss. I wasn't expecting them to go undefeated when I saw this Oregon USC stretch. I said if they can get one of them, they'll be fine. So I don't think they get the Oregon one. I think Oregon gets them, pisses them off. They sneak past USC. And if Shedeur beats Caleb Williams head to head, woo, Heisman, put him in there for that thing like that, man. Put him in there. You gotta put him in there. Like if he could beat Caleb Williams, I ain't saying it's lockdown, but if he beat Caleb Williams, he beat USC, yeah, you gotta put his name in the hat. It's official then. My boys, Travis handled it with class. He did. The whole team handled it with class, right? Because he should have got paws put on him. On their sideline, he should have got paws put on him, right? So that shows a deep level of restraint and discipline. So that's really good on Dion. That's a good reflection on Dion. Oregon going to take that behind the shed. They're going to play USC. I don't know, man. They're going to play USC close. I think they beat USC. I think Oregon get them, though. God, they ain't seen nothing like Oregon, right? So I think Oregon going to get them. But I think they beat USC, though. I'm picking them to beat USC. All right, so my boy Terrence said if Colorado beat both Oregon and USC, they're going to Now if they on the flip side, I'm happy you said that, Terrence. On the flip side of that, if they can go 2-0 in this stretch, national championship. Like they in the national championship conversation. Like you have to put them in. So and that's why I said 1-1, best case scenario in this stretch. I believe in what Dion was doing, but to take this team from 1 and whatever to contending for a national championship in one offseason, nobody thought Dion would do that. Right? We thought we'd see a significant improvement, but not national championship contenders. Right? If they get both of these wins, yes, they will. Yes, you have to put them in contention for the national championship. Terrence is right. They will be in the playoffs. And they will have a shot to take the whole thing, right? So this, like I said, is big. This is a big stretch of games. I just hate they got to go through it without Hunter, right? But it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, so Nick Chubb injury, and do I think the hit was dirty? All right, so if a lot of y'all follow my pages, y'all know I had a couple of Nick Chubb videos up. So for me to see, like I was following Nick Chubb's workout, kind of, sort of, right, in the offseason. So I had him squatting. I got videos up on him squatting like 575, then another video of him squatting 610. Like the bar looked like it was about to break. People were holding the bars. It was like frightening, right? Dude worked his behind off to be ready for this season and for it to end like that. Like that hurt. Like that hurt me. Like to see it in his face. And I respect the way he handled it, but you know he had to be hurt. Like, you know he had to be hurt. Like, that boy, he worked his behind off. Like, when you really follow this sport and you see what guys do in the off season to prepare to play, and like that is gone, Like you kind of like it kind of ties your emotions up a little bit more, right? I saw the work he was putting in, and ain't no way in hell I would have. I would have tapped out a long time ago. Right? So, but that's how much they love this game. You know what I'm saying? And for to see it end like that, it hurt. Like that hurt. I was hurt for him, man. So prayers up for Nick Chubb. I don't think the hit was dirty. I don't think Fitzpatrick, for those who don't know, the spotlight is on Nick Chubb because how gruesome the injury was. But Fitzpatrick got a couple of nicks too, right? So Fitzpatrick played Chubb twice a year. He probably knows better than anybody. You can't go high on Nick Chubb. You ask him to be ranked. You saw the Alabama clip, right? You want to be that guy? You want to be the next guy? Right? So you don't go high on Chubb, right? So he knows that he was just going, that Fitzpatrick was not in any shape, form, and fast and trying to blow Chubb's knee up. He was just trying to get him on the ground. And the guy that works out squatting 600 pounds, where are you gonna tackle him? You gonna tackle him high? Yeah, good luck with that, right? So I don't think it was dirty. Appreciate that, Joe. Yeah, I don't think it was a dirty hit. I think it was just an unfortunate play. You know. All right, so let's get to some Cowboys talk, man. Micah Parsons effect. The Micah Parsons effect. So we were like Cowboy Nation, we was following the camp. And we was on Micah Parsons, but hey, man, maybe you need to stop hitting the quarterback in practice. Maybe that's a good idea. Like I was wondering, hey, how about you don't hit Dak no more? Right? Like you can't knock down the franchise quarterback, right? In practice, but you see the effect. All the fights in camp we was talking about. Oh man, this team falling apart. They fighting each other in camp. But do you see the level of physicality this defense is playing with? Do you see it? So, the offense, and I think you have to credit Dak for this, which I'm going to come back to in a minute. The offense said, no, y'all not going to bully us. We'll fight. We'll fight for you bully us. Right? So, and come to find out, that was a great thing, right? That's a great thing. You see what this defense did to the Giants week one? The Giants were ready to go home by halftime. They was ready to leave and go home. If they would have came to the Giants and said, hey, y'all can leave right now and go home. Y'all be 0-1 and we'll call this final score 26-0. The Giants would have took it and went home. You ain't finna convince me otherwise. The Giants were ready to go home at halftime. Right? So, and at some point, the Jets was ready to go home. You see the last pick Trayvon got? Yeah. Zach Wilson was ready to go. He was ready to go home, Jack. He was ready to get up out of there. So, this defense is making people literally quit. And our offense had to deal with them all through camp. You see the fights, them standing up. So, now you see the offense. Again, all we heard, if I'm lying, please get in this comment section, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm wrong. Correct me. If I'm not mistaken, all we heard was, this Jets defense is historically great. This Jets defense is boom, boom, pow, pow. Oh, this Jets defense is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Did you see what they did to Josh Allen last week? Dak is in trouble. Right? That's all we heard. But what happened? What did Dak do to that? What did Dak and that offense do to their defense? Warm down, body blows, right? Keep him on the field. Well, by the fourth quarter, I thought Tony Pollard was going to get him. There was one or two missed tackles away from to the bus, right? So, warm down. They were ready to go home in the fourth quarter. Like, this team, and it all comes back to Micah Parsons. Last season, I said I didn't get a chance to do preseason shows. If I did, I would have said Micah Parsons is going to make a run at MVP. I thought he was going to do that last year, right? So, turns out it was a year too early. This is the year, though. This is the year. I saw this coming. This is the year Micah Parsons make a run. Not at defensive player of the Micah Parsons is finna make a run at the MVP, period. Michael Parsons finna make a run at MVP, period. Not defensive player, no. Most valuable player. Michael Parsons is finna make that type of run. You can't block him. You can't block him. Like, so, and, oh, y'all live in the comment section, ain't it? My boy Joe said, we beat both New York teams so bad the Statue of Liberty packed up ass and left the city. Yeah, I gotta call Joe. I had to send a Michael Parsons jersey up there for the Statue of Liberty. They gonna put a Cowboys jersey on the Statue of Liberty, man. You hear me? We own New York now. So the Statue of Liberty is officially a Cowboys fan. Can you dig it? My boy David Curry, Big Shaq. He said we're gonna have to be able to run the ball to beat the 49ers week 5. I'm not worried about that. They secondary trash, bro. And you saying the same thing I'm saying, Dave. Yeah, the secondary trash. Garbage. Trash. And we can handle it. And that's why I blame last year's game on Dak Prescott, because he let the front shake him mentally. Now, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the play. Maybe he knew the plays were trash. Whatever the case was, he got shook mentally. This front shook him mentally. That's why we lost the game, because guys was wide open on the back end. Their secondary, they do not match up well with us on the back end. We got too many weapons. We'll kill them, right? So, I don't know. I'm waiting on week 5. I'm waiting on week 5, man. So, but yeah, you right though, Big Shaq. We're gonna have to run the ball, and I'm gonna tell you something else. We're gonna need Dak to make a big drive, either regular season or playoffs. If we're gonna get past San Fran, we're gonna need Dak to make a big boy clutch $100 million, $200 million QB drive. Franchise QB drive. You can count on me, Ty. Like, he gonna have to have a moment against the 49ers if we gonna get past them. Right? Now, unless the defense just destroys their game plan like they've been doing everybody else, and he can just cruise, I would love to see that, because it's gonna be 30-10 though. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a break job. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, give me a break job. I'd love to see a break job in week 5 in San Francisco front. Yeah, I would love to see that. I much rather Dak had that day off. I really do. Right. So, but Michael Parsons though, yeah. So that dog, like him. Remember, we thought Tyron Smith was washed up because of the way Michael Parsons was doing him in camp. Remember that? You see what Michael Parsons did week 1? See how he dominated week 1? Right? You see how how Tyron Smith just been, did Dak have any problems against the Jets defense? Nah. No sacks, no turnovers. First, my boy Shaq said first 13 passes completed. 1 for a tub. Pretty easy day for Dak. Against that front, right? So somebody got to be blocking up front. So, and this is all because of Michael Parsons demanded everybody take their gameplay up. He challenged everybody, even Dak. Told Dak, you can get it. He challenged everybody. And we're seeing the effects of that, right? So if this team continues looking like they're looking, Michael Parsons has to be front runner for MVP. That's just my opinion. All right, so this last topic, right? And I got a real power rankings. So Mr. Cowboy Nation got his top 5 power rankings. I'm going to keep it a buck since the people on ESPN and Fox Sports 1 don't want to. Right? So power rankings is really supposed to be based on what you see thus far this year. Not what you did last year. Not what you think somebody going to be. What you seen thus far this year, first 2 weeks. So my top 5 power rankings are based on the first 2 weeks. Nothing more, nothing less. Right? So since I got the game picks. I got one more topic. Rich Porter, you good, baby? There's still a little bit of show left. All right, so my last topic, and I'm finna go on and, power rankings and pick the games we're gonna dip. All right, so my last topic, for all you people who was saying that Dak, you didn't see enough from Dak week 1. Won 40-0. Dak never gave the Giants a chance to even think they had a shot. Dak did exactly what he's supposed to do when the defense is running ram shot. Dak did exactly what he's supposed to. But some people still had complaints with Dak. My boy Joe said we serve Arizona Cardinals a 40. 40 piece fried hard. You hear me? But some people still had a problem with Dak, right? So even though Dak did exactly what he's supposed to do, we won 40-0 for peace sakes. All right? People still had a problem with Dak. So I got a question about week 2 win. Did Dak do enough yet? Right? This historically great defense? No, because you finna keep the same energy you had after the game, the same energy you had before the game. You need to have the same energy after the game. So this historically great defense that can be compared with the 85 Bears, they're so loaded and so great. They got so many pass rushers they can really get after your QB. That's all I heard. Right? Dak carved them up. Put up 30 points on them. Straight 30 points. No special teams defense. Touchdown. No defensive touchdown. All offense. That 30 points were all offense. Courtesy of Dak Prescott and offense. Straight 30. Right? So did he do enough? He put up 30 points on a historically great defense. Never looked uncomfortable. Except for that one bad throw to Sauce. That should have been a pick 6, right? Other than that, Dak looked great. So, did Dak do enough this week? Right? So, and that's the thing. Like, I'm one of the guys. I was one of the guys that said, man, Dak is inconsistent. He needs to play more. And I still stand by that. I still think Dak is inconsistent. But what I'm seeing so far from Dak is beautiful. It's beautiful. Now, week 5 gonna tell me all I need to know. I expect him to walk through the Cardinals. I expect him to walk through New England. We got New England out there. He'll be all right against New England, right? So, yeah, I think he'll be all right against New England. San Francisco gonna tell me what I need to know. That's the thorn in our side. So, when I see week 5 gonna tell me everything I need to know. I'll be front and center week 5. So, I think that's gonna tell me everything I need to know. My boy David Curry said, as long as our defense keeps playing lights out, it takes the pressure off Dak from forcing him to have to score. Exactly. And I'm cool with that. We have that type of defense. We need to take advantage. I'm cool with that. But when we run up against another style defense, it's going to be who got the better QB at that point. And we all know San Fran got a style defense. Well, they got a style front, rather. So, if we can handle that front, Dak can take care of what he needs to take care of on the back end because they don't mess up well with us on the back end. So if Dak can get it together, he can take advantage of some mismatches on the back end. And we really should handle San Fran. Right? So, that's just how I feel. We lost San Fran up last year in the playoffs. Held them with the 19 points. Dak had 2 turnovers and they still only scored 19. Right, so if Dak had 0 turnovers, we might walk him out. We might dog walk him, right? So, right, I'm just saying. So if I leave Dak alone, I guess it's just the moral of the story. Leave Dak alone. Dak has been great. Dak is doing exactly what he needs to do. He don't need to play hero ball when Michael Parsons is hug smashing everything. He cool. Just don't turn the ball over. Don't get a team a glimmer of hope. Let's keep beating them down. Let's keep it conservative. Let's stay on the field. Let's wear the defense down and give our defense a rest. I'm with that. We can ride that formula all the way home to number 6. We really can. Bar an injury. Like if the injury guard see fit, yeah, we can ride this baby all the way home. Just like this. Right? So, leave Dak alone. He doing exactly what he need to do. He cool. All right, so we finna get to my boy Joseph. I believe Dak is still learning this new West Coast offense, so it will get better as the season. I'm gonna go a step ahead of you, Joe. Dak know this offense like the back of his hand. Dak ain't learning nothing. Dak Prescott know this offense like the back of his hand. Nobody has pressed us. Nobody has played good enough for us to dig in our playbook. So, if they can keep scooting by on offense, they're going to keep scooting by on offense. They're not going to go deep into the playbook because they don't have to. Which is good for us, Joe. Because when you get late into the season, playoffs, the less film they have on you, the better. Right? If we're not showing a lot of our offenses, we don't have to. How you really going to game plan for them when we have to dig deep into the playbook? Like, we had to dig deep. That's going to catch you off guard because we ain't put that on film before, right? But Dak and the players may know this play like the back of their hands, right? So I'm cool with how everything is going on. I'm fine with it. Everybody say, no, Dak is fine. Dak is doing exactly what he need to do. If you listen to the head coach, look, and I'm going to say this. Jason Garrett has mentally abused this fan base for 10 years. This is a well-coached team. This is what you have now. It's not Jason Garrett no more. You have a well-coached team. Listen to Mike McCarthy. We're going to do whatever we need to do to win. Dak echoes the same thing. We're going to do whatever we need to do to win. If that means throwing a bunch of comebacks and running a bunch of stick route combinations, that's what we're going to do. If we're going to, get a couple first downs and punt, that's fine. That's what we're going to do. We'll play field position. With this defense, you ought to want to be playing field position. Right? With this front and this defense, you ought to want to be playing field position. So, I'm cool with it. Dak, keep doing your thing. Cowboys, keep doing your thing. We can ride this out. We can ride this all the way home. I promise we can. All right, so, top 5, Mr. Cowboy Nation's top 5 power rankings. So, I did this, right? Because I'm watching First Take this morning. This jabroni, this hater, this undercover Cowboy fan, Stephen A. Smith, right? Did this top 5 and had the nerve, the audacity, the unmitigated gall to put the Cowboys number 3. All right? This year's power rankings, based on 2 games into this season, the Cowboys are the 3rd. Stop it. So, and it's the thing. So, this is what we do. This is what we do here at Let's Talk Football. Let me give y'all the real reason behind this power rankings. So, this is what we do here at Let's Talk Football. Yes, I'm a Cowboys fan. Yes, that's true. Yes, I bleed blue and silver. Yes, I'm going to ride with the Cowboys. What are they, 13-3, 14-3, or 3-14? I'm going to ride with the Cowboys. We all know that. Woo! We all know this, right? But I love the game of football, and if I give you something football related, it's going to be the truth. Now, I can say that. Regardless of team, regardless of who I like, who I don't like, I can't stand the Eagles. But I gave Devontae Smith a game ball because he balled out. Screw the Eagles, for the record, right? So, but Devontae Smith balled out. I gave him a game ball. So we keep it 100 here. This is what we do. We keep it a buck, right? So my top 5 power rankings is based on what I have seen these first 2 games of the season. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't care who did what in 1985. I don't care who is projected to do what in 2026. I really don't care. I'm basing these 5 I'm basing these top 5 power rankings based on what I've seen so far this season. Right? Cool. All right, so let me get into my top 5 power rankings. I'm going to start with 5 and end at 1, right? So number 5, I got the Philadelphia Eagles. See, I got the Eagles in my top 5. Like, and all these teams are considered Super Bowl contenders. Like, these are my Super Bowl contenders, right? So, Eagles at number 5. I'm going to be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Eagles look like about 10, 11 win team. I had them 11-6. Look like I was right. They'll scoop by the mediocre teams. They'll beat up on the really bad teams. But they're going to have a problem with the top tier guys. Like, if they had to run into a San Francisco, I think we're going to smash them, right? Or Kansas City. Somebody with an elite front. Yeah, so you'll see in my game picks, right? So, but they the defending NFC champion. I know so it's based on these first 2 weeks. They have found a way to win. Me personally, think they should have lost the New England game. But they found a way to win. So, that has to count for something. Right? So, I Philly in at number 5. Right? So, number 4, I got the Baltimore Ravens. I had the Ravens win the AFC North, man. I told y'all Zay Flowers ain't nothing to play with. I told y'all they can't guard Zay Flowers in camp. Right? Look at Zay Flowers making plays. Right? So, Lamar throwing that thing, he playing ball. I know the secondary, but their front nasty still. It's Baltimore football, baby. The front gonna be right. Right? So, the front right, I think, yeah. Right now, Baltimore, I take Baltimore number 4. So, give me the Ravens at 4. Number 3, I got the Miami Dolphins. That's my number 3 team in the league right now. Tua, I told y'all, man, Tua got weapons of mass destruction, Jack. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, can't play with them. And all the other, and they got like one of the fastest offenses in the league, right? So you can't get wrong. You miss a tackle, you might cancel Christmas, right? So, yeah. And when Tua healthy, they can beat anybody in this league. When Tua healthy, anybody can get 30 from this team. So, Miami Dolphins number 3, right? All right, so, again, these power rankings are based on what I have seen in these first 2 weeks, period. All right, it's not based on what you did last year, not projections. My eye test, first 2 weeks. Who looks like the more complete team? So, number 2, I got the San Francisco 49ers. My boy Joseph, I got Dallas, 49ers, Miami, Eagles, Buffalo. So, you got Buffalo at 5? You would take Buffalo over the Ravens? I wouldn't take Buffalo over the Ravens right now, Joe. I wouldn't. Josh Allen, the flight risk. Y'all find out in a minute. But I don't trust Josh Allen, bro. He a flight risk. Right, so, yeah. All right, so I'm going to go back to Dak. I'm happy I said that, Joe. I'm going to go back to Dak after I get through with this 5, and then we're going to pick these games on the dip. All right, so 49ers number 2. They beat Pittsburgh week 1, right? But look, it's looking like it's going to be a long year for Pittsburgh, bro. The O-line still ain't right. They can't protect their young QB. They got something with Pickett to Pickens. They got something. But they can't protect the QB long enough for it to materialize, right? So they gotta protect their young QB, man. So they gotta protect their young QB. But the O-line trash, right? They played the trash O-line. They dominated 37. The Cowboys played the trash O-line. And I wouldn't even say the Giants O-line trash. They just came back from 28-7. So you can't be a trash O-line if you can bring your team back from 28-7. So they played the O-line that wasn't top tier elite. We'll say that. And totally destroyed the game. Defense just took the game over, right? So, and we'll talk about San Fran in a minute. But and then they beat the Rams, who I think the Rams are better than what we think. I think the Rams are better than what we think. I thought the Rams were going to be a pushover, but the Rams going to scrap this year. I think the Rams going to be better than what people think. But they beat them, but that game was close. Like, they dominated Pittsburgh, but the Rams game was close. The Rams might beat them the next time they see them. Right? That's how close that game was. So, yeah, so, you know, which leads me to the number one team. 2 weeks, they have shown that the two teams they played don't belong on the same field as them. And both of these teams have already won a game in this league already. Like, they Dallas Cowboys are number one. In case you don't know. Right. So, the Dallas Cowboys, Rich Porter said, play calling is horrible. You think for the Pittsburgh, you think play calling horrible for y'all? I don't. Y'all saying, and I heard everybody chanting fire Canada. But maybe y'all need to fire the O-line coach. Maybe y'all need another O-line coach. Maybe Canada is what you need. And if he's over all that and he can't get an O-line coach, then yeah, bounce him, right? But I think y'all really need an O-line coach. I think that's really what Pittsburgh needs is an O-line coach. And I think some of the stuff Matt Canada want to do may want to work, but they can't block nobody up front. If you can't block nobody up front, it don't matter what you want to do. It ain't going to work. So I think they need to figure that out. That's Pittsburgh's problem. They need to figure out how to protect their QB. Right, so that's what I mean. But I got the Cowboys at number one. The reason being they have outscored their opponents 70-10. They're allowing 5 points a game. That's unheard of, right? And you can say, well, oh man, they just played Daniel Jones and Zach Wilson, but Daniel Jones just hung 30 on Arizona. He hung 30 on Daniel Jones hung 30 on Arizona. Zach Wilson beat Josh Allen last week. You know the same Josh Allen y'all saying is elite QB? Yeah, Zach Wilson beat him last week. Right? So, and neither one of the teams belong on the same field as the Dallas Cowboys, right? So, what we are seeing at Dallas, like, the Dallas Cowboys look like a well-oiled machine. They are playing football at a very high level. I hope they can keep this up. If they can continue to play like this throughout the season, I don't see nobody beating them. I don't see nobody beating them. Like, they look like a well-oiled machine. Somebody's going to have the game of their life, right? And Dallas going to have to be off a little bit. It's going to have to be like a perfect storm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's impossible. More Rich Porter say O-line definitely course. Yeah, that's our problem, Rich Porter. The O-line, man. The O-line need to be. Y'all tighten the O-line. And coming into the season, I said Pittsburgh would contend for the AFC North because I thought y'all had fixed the O-line. But I also said, right, that claim is dependent on Pittsburgh's O-line. Because if Pittsburgh can get solid play out of this O-line, man, y'all can compete with anybody. Really. If y'all can get that O-line straightened out. So. Nah, Joe, I don't think Pickett terrible. Kenny Pickett can play. He's just his O-line. Remember David Carr, Houston Texans? They drafted David Carr. O-line was garbage. David Carr never really recovered. They about to do this to Pickett, man, if they don't fix the O-line, right? They got a good QB. They just need to get him an O-line. Yeah, that's just how I feel. But the Cowboys allowing 5 points a game to score 70. So they average margin of victory is 35-5 in 2 weeks. How is this team not number one? And you have a player that you literally cannot block on defense. You can't do nothing with Michael Parsons. You can't block him. This dude lined up inside and was beating guards, for Pete's sake. Like, you can't block him. You can't block him. Right? So I don't. You're right, Rich Porter. Rich Porter said, but we have been going against elite defensive line. You're right. But if you want number 7, you have to go through an elite defensive front. You hear me talking about San Francisco? We got to figure out how to get through San Francisco. Probably about as elite as the front as it is in this league. San Francisco got one of the top front sevens in this league. We got to figure out how to neutralize it. Because we want number 6, right? So if you're talking about where you want to go, you got to figure out how to neutralize a elite defensive line. You have to do it at some point, right? So Cowboys, my boy Jerry said he got the Cowboys 1, 49ers 2. He got the Eagles 3, the Saints 4. The Saints? think I take the Falcons over the Saints right now. And then you got KC at 5. Okay, defending Super Bowl champs. Should be 2-0 if Kadarius Toney had hands. I can understand that. I got you. So I ain't always mad at the KC pick, right? Oh. But yeah, that's my 5, man. I got Cowboys. Cowboys look like the most complete team in the league right now. So Cowboys, 49ers, because they have been dominant. Dolphins at 3, weapons of mass destruction, 2 of them 2 receivers. Frightening. I am terrified of Tyreek Hill. Ravens and Eagles. So that's my top 5. All right, so I'm finna slide over, man. We're going to pick the games for next week, and I'm going to get on out here because I'm over my time. And my producer really about to kick me out in a minute. So I'm about 30 minutes of overtime. So hit that beat for me, DJ. Pick these games for next week. And I really got some stuff to get off my chest about each team in this league. I ain't gonna say each team, but some of the teams I got some stuff I want to ask the fan base if you're in here. Maybe y'all can help me understand what the hell's going on behind y'all wall. Because, all right, let's get to it. Giants 49ers tomorrow night in San Fran. Well, my boy Jerry said Cowboys defense, the truth. One hand. Yeah. We can't even argue about the Cowboys defense. It's over with. Yeah, they it. Cowboys defense is it. They him. Man, I'm out of juice. I ain't got no more juice. All right, yeah, I definitely got to go. I ain't got no more juice. I got to go. We're going to pick these games. I'm going to holler at y'all. I'm just joking. All right, so, San Fran. Y'all got the Giants at home in y'all front yard tomorrow night. Probably no Saquon, right? Probably no Saquon. Y'all not going to have IU. Okay. We beat them 40-0 in they front yard. I'm just saying. We beat the Giants 40-0 in they front yard. Y'all got them at home. So I want to see what's up. Y'all end up in a dogfight with these boys? Yeah, week 5 might be a long one. You hear me? I'm expecting y'all. If y'all are what y'all say y'all are, y'all should dominate the Giants like we did. But if it ain't 35-0, it ain't 30-0. If it ain't 40-0, and y'all allowing points, gotta make big plays, yeah, man, y'all might get smashed and grabbed in your front yard week 5. But I'm gonna pick y'all though. I think it's gonna be a dogfight. Give me the 49ers by 2. Give me the 49ers by 7 points. Cowboys, Cardinals in Arizona. I think Joshua Dobbs with his running ability will be a little nuisance early in the game. Dan Quinn are making an adjustment. Cowboys figure it out. 24-10 Cowboys. Yeah. 24-10 Cowboys over the Cardinals. So Colts, Ravens in Baltimore. Give me the Ravens. Titans, Browns in Cleveland. I don't know what Deshaun Watson on, bro. Like, Cleveland could have beat Pittsburgh, but Deshaun just all over the place. He's not playing good football. Give me the Titans over the Browns. I'm gonna go with the Titans. So, producer, you heard me right? Pick the Titans to beat the Browns. You heard me right? My producer, a Titans fan. I'm trying to show him. I'm showing him love. You don't want to hear. All right, so Broncos, Dolphins in Miami. Give me the Dolphins whole bunch to a little. This is gonna be a break job. Dolphins finna beat the brakes off the Broncos, man. It's the Titans. We need the QB. Titans got a QB. They won't play him. Free Malik Willis, man. Free Malik Willis. Take Tannehill out. Let Malik Willis get it. Y'all got it, Tennessee. Y'all got it. I don't know why the hell you took Will Levis in the second round, but that's y'all pick. That's y'all pick. Anyway, y'all took Will Levis second round, but I think Malik Willis needs to start. But Deshaun Watson don't look right. He don't look good at all, man. So give me the Titans over the Browns. Broncos, Dolphins in Miami. Give me the Dolphins. Patriots, Jets in New York. Give me the Patriots. Bills, Commanders in Washington. Damn. I really want to pick the Commanders, but I can't pick. Like this 8-8 on my chest won't let me pick the Commanders for some reason. I think the Commanders gonna win this game, but it's just something in me won't let me pick. Give me the Bills. Just something in me won't let me pick the Commanders. I can't do it. I cannot pick the Commanders, and I think they're gonna win, but I just can't pick them. Give me the Bills. Give me the Bills. I gotta stay true to myself. Give me the Bills. All right, Falcons versus the Lions in Detroit. Give me the Falcons, man. The Falcons look like the best team in their division right now, right? So, give me the Falcons. Lions got too many players missing. They might have lost Gardner Johnson, like on the pec tear or something like that. I think he had potentially may have a season-ending injury, so they may lose him for the year. Saints, Packers, and Green Bay. Give me the Packers. Texans, Jaguars, and Jacksonville. Give me the Jaguars. Chargers, Vikings. The Vikings just traded for Cam Akers. Cam might play. And I'm telling you, Jordan Addison ain't really nothing to play with, man, with Justin Jefferson. Kellen Moore calling the Chargers offense. Gonna be predictable at the end of the game. Give me the Vikings to win the close one. I think the Chargers drop another close one. Yeah, I think the Chargers drop another close one, man. So you got Buffalo too, Joe? Yeah, you got Buffalo too. Cool. So the blue and silver you won't let you pick Washington either. That's what's up. So I'm happy I ain't the only one. That's what's up. Alright, so give me the Falcons over the Lions, Packers over the Saints, Jaguars over the Texans, Vikings over the Chargers, Panthers, Seahawks in Seattle. Give me the 12 man. I don't know how many games. The Panthers ain't gonna win many. Hey, okay, Bears, Chiefs in Kansas City. Bears, are you Teddy Bears fans? Let me say something to y'all. All you Teddy Bears. Dude, they talking about cursed franchises, snake. Y'all, what the hell, bro? Like, y'all had all this cap space. Justin Fields as your QB. Did you hear what Justin Fields came out and said? When they give me a whole lot of information, I feel like I can't play football. No, Justin, you don't say that out loud in public. What are you doing? Justin, what are we doing? Why you say that out loud, Justin? So the folks can hear you. Like, what are you doing, Justin Fields? Right? Defense is atrocious, giving up 30 points a game. And let me ask you, who the hell idea was to call the middle screen backed up on your own 2-yard line with the game up? Who idea was that? And why does he still have a job? Like, the Bears, y'all are a hot dumpster fire. Y'all are falling apart at the same. It's a real live clown show in Chicago. Terrible. Terrible. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't understand what y'all got going on. Right? So get it together, Chicago. Chiefs finna roll y'all. Y'all gotta go to Kansas City. Oh, bust through a little Chiefs way. Chiefs finna roll y'all, man. So Steelers Raiders in Las Vegas. Brad must say Bears curse like the Cubs by something. Cause like how the Bears not good with $100 million in cap space, a high draft pick, and a franchise QB? How you still not good? how you still trash after all that, bro? I don't understand that. Right? So yeah, I don't understand that. Steelers Raiders in Las Vegas. I guess I trust the Steelers defense a little bit more than I trust Jimmy G, right? So give me the Steelers. Give me the Steelers to get one on the road, right? So we got the Raiders. Joe said he got the Raiders. Barry said he got the Raiders. I hope y'all right. Because if y'all right, that'll be great for me, right? Y'all know I love trolling Pittsburgh, man. So, but I think they get it though. I think Pittsburgh pulled it out against the Raiders. Monday Night Football: Eagles versus the Bucks in Tampa Bay. Philly, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I got y'all my top 5 in power rank, but I really don't think y'all about that life, bro. I gotta keep it a buck. I really don't think y'all about that life, man. I think y'all gonna go to Tampa, right? And the boy gonna hit y'all in the mouth, and y'all ain't gonna respond. That's what I think. It's really what I think, Philly. Give me the Bucks, 24-21. Give me the Bucks, 24-21. Give me the Bucks by a field goal late. I think they gonna hit the Philly in the mouth, man. And Philly ain't gonna respond right. Yeah, Philly ain't gonna respond right, man. That's just what I think gonna happen. Cause Tampa been real scrappy. You know they got that thug Baker Mayfield playing QB. I'ma call him what he act like, right? Cause you know there was somebody else acting the way he acted in college. I'd have called him a thug. So I'ma call him a thug. That's what he act like in college. Right? So yeah, but they got that thug Baker Mayfield over there. He gonna have them boys ready. You know what I'm saying? So Bucks gonna be very scrappy. I don't think Philly responds to a punch in the mouth, man. I think the Bucks defense hit him in the mouth. I don't think they respond. I think the Bucks hold on to win by 3. So that's my picks for this week. Don't say I never did nothing for you. I got to go because my producer is kicking me out. And I'm overtime. I'm way past. I'm like 35 minutes past time, man. This is an hour show, y'all. Y'all got me here an hour and 35 minutes. I have to go now. Alright, so I really appreciate y'all coming through, rocking with your boy, chatting it up. So, same bad time, same bad channel next week, Wednesday 6. Can you dig it? Mr. Cowboy Nation is challenging you not to be good, but to be great.